Today is Sunday, the first Sunday in January, and I wanted to just come online and talk about the church. As many of you know already, I'm a community organizer, Cyron Smith. Been working in Chicago primarily for the last 9 years now, since coming out of the military. And my focus and passion has always been the violence in our neighborhood. The homicide rate is down. However, any homicide is too many. And when you look at where these homicides are occurring, it's in certain neighborhoods over and over and over again. You know, I plan on in this conversation being real upfront with you guys. Inglewood, West Inglewood, North Lawndale, Garfield Park, these neighborhoods, Roseland, these neighborhoods are experiencing isolation from the people in power, and that means the political leadership. When you look at, and people say parents all the time, but most of the time it's parent. It's one parent and it's a single mom trying to raise more than one kid while holding down a part-time job or sometimes 2 or 3 jobs. So anyway, we can't rely on that notion of parents. It takes a village, as a lot of people have said, the African proverb. The 60636 zip code, which is primarily West Inglewood, it runs from 1200 West, which is Racine. It goes all the way to Western, which is 2400 West. So 12 blocks east and west. It runs from 5500 on the north end, 5500 south, but on the north end of the zip code, all the way to 74th Street on the south side. So within that geographical boundary area, it's called 60636. There's 51,451 people living within those boundaries based on the last U.S. Census report. 14,041 households. This zip code is one of the most challenging, economically challenging zip codes in the country, in America, within those boundaries I just named to you. We have in that those boundaries primarily seniors and young people. There's a big gap. A lot of seniors and also a lot of young people. 12 to 16-year-olds is the greatest demographic within those boundaries there. We have 189 non-for-profits in this one zip code. And non-for-profits include some of everybody from churches to actual youth organizations and so on and so forth. In this zip code, which entails the 7th district, the police district, was one of the most crime-ridden districts out of the 25 districts in the city of Chicago. Now, if you've been following some of the YouTube videos that we've been posting, I've been going on the different blocks and showing you the people who are on the blocks every day making a difference. The Gene Hills, the Gene Hudsons, the Jackie over on 63rd and Woods. And the reason we can do that is because we're anchored in the community. We know most of the people, block by block, all throughout this area. What I hear from them, and if you look back on the videos, they're always saying they need more help. What you don't hear is the political leadership helping them. What you don't hear is the religious leadership helping them. Not to say we can't trust the police, but let's just say they're not our primary focus. Right now, the people who live in the community need the support of the people who are in position to make the changes. Now, I want to talk about the 97 churches that we have. 97 churches. Out of all the zip codes in the city of Chicago, only Roseland, 60628, has more churches in one zip code than what I named to you already. I showed you, and I'm going to make sure that it's on this video, each church. Each church. We're going to, beginning in 2008, this is a new year, we're going to start informational pickets. You've probably seen what we did in Gary, Indiana, with the church coalition down there in terms of standing outside the church and just sharing information to the people as they went inside the church. Well, we're going to bring that here to Chicago. We're going to bring that here to Chicago this month, in the month of January, so that we can begin making certain that every month, primarily every Sunday, that we are outside at different churches and we are talking with the residents, with the citizens as they go inside the church, and leaving them with a document that they can ask their pastor the status of what we're asking. What's our purpose? What is the goal? It's totally unacceptable for us to sit back and allow what's been happening to continue to happen. The crime, the killing, the businesses that's owned by people who don't live in the community, who take the money out and leave every evening. So what we're saying is, in this zip code with 97 churches, they need to come together. People have been saying that for years. In fact, 2001, we did a full-page article in the Sun-Times called "Praying for Deadbeat Churches." I'm gonna make sure I put that on the video as well, so you can see that article. That video was very controversial. A lot of people in high places was upset, felt disrespected, and the basis of that article was because the church was ignoring the people on the block. So I have been quiet with the churches for over 7 years now. This is 2008, and nothing has changed. We still have not seen the coming together of all the churches. I know Reverend Meeks is doing some stuff out in 60628. You got some other churches that's doing things, and that's fine. But the fact of the matter is, we have to unite and come together to stop the madness, the dropouts, all the stuff that's happening in our community. The city, the black people in this city, if you look at them, they're walking around hopeless. They're walking around as if they've given up. Why? Because the leadership, and that leadership is political as well.